Joining us via phone call to discuss the state budget, Mayor Bill DeBlasio's South Carolina trip, the controversy surrounding Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and much more is Michael Benjamin, Associate Editorial Page Editor for the New York Post. Hi, Michael. Are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Good morning. So a lot has been happening, especially with Mayor Bill de Blasio's South Carolina trip. um,
Yeah, he's been the butt of jokes. I understand last night on the Late Show with Colbert, he made a joke of our mayor going to South Carolina and flapping his arms to the rhythm of R. Kelly's "I Believe I Can Fly."
yeah, I saw that on Twitter, and I just thought, how tone deaf is that?
Yes, it is. Apparently, despite having an African American wife and two African American children, he's not hip to music
Right, right.
or rhythm.
And so
And
during his
his spokesperson said how he's not supposed to know the entire R. Kelly catalog, so he wants to be excused for that.
that's it was very very interesting to say the
Yeah, but it
least.
took away from the reason why the mayor was in South Carolina. He's exploring a possible run for president, and he's been trying to take his progressive ideas on the road and talking about what he's done for New York City. I understand this morning he's headed to New Hampshire next to try to find voters who are interested in him and what he has to offer. It's unfortunate that his record in New York is still incomplete. I mean, when you look at the situation we have with public housing with NYCHA and the miserable shape that it's in, the fact that his turnaround schools program renewal has been almost a $1 billion failure for the last 6-7 years, and I don't think he's going to those states, South Carolina, Iowa, and New Hampshire, talking about those sort of things. He wants to talk about what he calls top line policies. What it is to be a progressive, what he would want to do as president. But he hasn't really done much in New York City other than his really outstanding, I guess, landmark pre-K and 3K program. Allowing younger children to be in school to get a real jump start on beginning their learning. But we won't know what the real results will be for another 12, 15 years.
Right,
As those kids begin to graduate.
right. And with that being said, I mean, are New Yorkers thinking about Bill de Blasio for president, in 2020?
Many Democrats, who don't like the mayor and don't like some of his policies. And, in legislature, he's having a little bit of difficulty having mayoral control renewed for even just 3 years. There are many, as I've read today, African-American legislators in the state assembly who don't think he deserves, a renewal for 3 years. They think it needs to be shorter, and he needs to accomplish more things for children of color in New York City. He believes otherwise. It just shows you that his message isn't getting through to even his folks who should be his political supporters.
Right, right. And just shifting gears a little bit here, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, our representative from New York. What do you think? What do you think? All these controversies surrounding her. Do you think that it's just people from the right, really coming at her, taking jabs at her, or are these legitimate concerns that we
Oh,
should be?
one, I think yes, there is an effort, concerted effort on the right to look at, examine, and criticize many of the things that she says. Some of the things she says, she does make some mistakes, but they get magnified in the media. Even, my own newspaper on the news side, they've looked at her residence in Parkchester. Does she really live there? Does she live elsewhere? Is she going to open a district office in the Bronx? Did she open one in Queens? Why was she so late in doing that? Those are somewhat legitimate questions, but if you keep harping on that all the time, readers and voters tend to get turned if they think that you're attacking someone. Her Green New Deal. It's a couple 100-page long resolution that has no legislative weight. It's sort of a wish list, and some of the things that are being wished for on that list will be difficult to accomplish in the next 10 years, and will be extremely expensive, and really requires a sit down and a walkthrough. The Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, has not backed the Green New Deal. She'd rather focus on more, in her mind, more pressing matters at hand.
Right. Well,
The Congresswoman, she's done some good things in Congress. I mean, as no legislation yet, but she has been a very good, I guess, during hearings, she's asked some really pointed questions regarding Michael Cohen yesterday when it came to Wells Fargo and their funding of private prisons and funding those folks who've been handling migrant children and their families on the border. She's asking some interesting questions. So she does go in prepared for her hearings,
Right.
and that's important to voters.
Right. We have to take a quick break, so I'm just going to end the call with you. But thank you so much for joining us, Michael.
I'm glad I was able to join you. Have a good evening. Have a good day.
All right. Have a good day. All right. We have to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Open right after this.